You mean you're really in trouble if you have to go with your mother to pick up stuff in the women's department. So there was 4 of them.
So part of it is actually, can you toss that over to me? Now, one of the things that always in the red.
This one?
No, in the red bag.
This one. Oh yeah.
One of the things that always happens when you're shopping for everybody else is you always find clothes for you.
Yeah. This is her red dress.
So I found a new red dress.
Yeah, everyone needs a red dress, and she got a red dress today.
But as you'll notice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very slinky red dress. So this is for her going out to events now. But the price, we got this because it fit and the price was right.
Right.
Because we won't buy something like that unless it fits those 2 criteria.
Well, you know, a lot of these things, for example, when you're shopping, there's things that I didn't intend to buy, okay, which they always hope that you'll find, that the price was right, and so we just bought it because...
Yeah, because the people that were in there with us and most of the stores weren't in there to buy the Black Friday stuff. They were in there to buy the stuff after the Black Friday sales. And you go, we picked up store bargains. I mean, we got 12 pairs of socks for virtually nothing.
Yeah.
So it's a big deal, folks.
You're like, why would you buy socks when it's Black Friday?
Because
the price was right.
The price was right. They're cheaper. Basically 12 pair were cheaper than 7 pair on a normal day.
Yeah. So the price is right. So part of it is they do count on you by going in to get the loss leaders that you'll stick around and do some shopping. Now part of it is I end up doing a little bit of shopping and looking around because we're looking for the non-ad sales.
Because they'll have in-store things. Every place has in-store.
Mm-hmm. Now part of it is you're thinking, well, Black Friday's already over with. Well, guess what? They're having special things just for Saturday because they want to keep bringing people in. Sunday starts a new day. They're bringing more stuff in. Now, one of the things that you can expect is the retailers are going to kind of see how things go and figure out where they are. And then in a couple weeks, because I think we're short
They're short some of the shopping
weekend.
days, one weekend, yep.
Yeah. So a couple weeks beforehand, expect if the sales are not where they want them to be, they're going to drop it some more. But here's the thing I'll tell you is if there's something that you really like, just grab it because you can always have them do a price adjustment and keep your receipt.
Yeah, remember they said a lot of the places are going to charge you a 25% stocking fee this year, though. There's your problem. They told the people in California they're going to be sticky this year. And because they're also trying to force people into buying they're trying to force people buying the 26th because a lot of them are going to absolutely adhere to the 30-day return policy, which means if you get the present on Christmas and you bought the thing on the 23rd, 24th, they're not going to take it back under any circumstances.
I think we're okay right now, though.
Yeah, well, today's the 26th, isn't it?
What is the day?
26th, I think.
That's the day after.
I think the 25th is the Thanksgiving, so... No, but
it's like I know it's Black Friday.
No, but we got some things. I mean, actually, we also got some tennis rackets, which we wouldn't normally have done, but there's a reason for that, too.
Well, actually, see, part of it is I'm already planning for the new year about different areas where you'd like to work on.
Yeah,
so
and
we dip a couple tennis rackets.
And the old guy, basically, like we keep telling people, the old guy did have a stroke, and he has to get things working right because he really had no feeling in his left side. So... that's basically going to be meant, because I'm left-handed, so it's going to sort of force me. She's going to hit tennis balls at me, then basically try to take my head off, and I have to defend myself.
Although, you know what, there was one thing I was eyeing, you know, like when we were at Fry's, the lady was like, she had a 24-inch Samsung monitor. Now, a lot of times, see, computer monitors, yeah, you can treat them like a TV. They're usually higher resolution.
Yeah, and it's TV enabled. Yes. Which meant you can watch television on it.
And see, it was a 24-inch size because in TVs there's like, what, 15, 19, then it goes to 32, 37, and
it was a
42.
1080p.
Yep. So I'm kind of thinking about that one.
I know, I was looking at it too. We were all looking at that thing because she's very proud of the fact that she had that one. Yeah, that was...
I know, well, because I'm thinking of it, see, part of it is I'm looking at it as the extra monitor.
Yeah, but I don't think that was what she intended to get when she went in. But that's the only thing she came out with was that, though.
I know. But you know what? There's a lot of more shopping days until Christmas, and you never know what you're going to find. Part of it is that unless you're out there, you don't know. But have an idea, whether it's written down on a list, or there's somebody you can call to make sure you get the right size.
Yeah, we did see people in the stores calling up husbands and relatives to find out they saw something.
What do you mean somebody? That was me.
Yeah, no, but remember the woman we were asking about the picture frame? She's calling up her husband and go, check that ad again because this can't be right.
That's right, because you're like, I thought it was a different price on the ad. One of the things I found that was kind of cool is I had my cell phone. I have a Samsung Galaxy, and it has the Android, and it also works with the iPhone. They have a thing, I have a scanner on there so I can check the bar scan and check the pricing and check locations around and see what the price is. Black Friday, if they have it, you're getting it, right? If it's at the right price point. But it was kind of helpful to see other things that they had.
Because we did actually use it at Staples.
Well, because we were showing it to them. Because part of it is you're like, is that really a good deal, or am I just thinking it is?
Well, it gives you, can tell you online stores in the area and other things, whether you are getting a really good deal. It's a good app.
Mm-hmm. It really, really is. So part of it is happy shopping. There's many more days until Christmas. Shop smart. If you've got questions, of course you can email us.
You can email us because she's an expert on shopping. Everybody will tell you that. I mean, like, we went in, we didn't go to one shoe store because we knew that we were going over by another shoe store. And
there were too many cars. So
there were too many stores, so we went to the other shoe store we know about. Basically, we were looking at a set of shoes, new work shoes for me, and then, which are basically, they're very special shoes because of the bottoms on them. Yeah. They allow me to hold my ground when they're basically braided in, and they got good areas for holding your ground when you're doing photography work. And then I knew, I saw the boots when I went in, so I knew it was the boots were going.
You know that I love this brand. This is Mark Nason.
I don't know why that store every so often. Basically, they will just discount the daylights out of these god-awful expensive boots.
Well, they haven't had them in other places, too. I think we have a special store.
Yeah, but they will, if you're not careful, you can buy a lesser quality of the same boot for just about the same money.
Well, it's not the same style boot.
No,
but it's another boot.
It's another boot, but it's not. Basically, you can buy a boot that's only worth a couple of $100 versus one that's worth $500 for the same price. Oh, big $500 boot.
I love it. Aren't those gorgeous? I mean, look at that.
Yeah. Well, and then the shoe we picked up is basically, I think, about $40, $50 under retail at the other stores.
Yeah, and this is a great shoe.
Yeah, because and these are even better.
The bottom.
Yeah, it's the bottom because other photographers and the people in the business all want to know where they can get shoes like that because it's all about, they're basically flex lines, so they're good on your feet, and you've got to walk for miles every day doing trade shows. You want something like that. But
yeah, one of the other things I'll mention is that I did see this on TV where they were reminding people, those stores that you think, oh great, we got a great deal, we got 10% off, right?
Yeah.
And then you charge it on a credit card that's at 24%.
Yeah.
So
you lose the money right off the bat. They said if you pay it, all off, you're all right. But if you leave it, you get screwed.
So sometimes it's like, yeah, you want to shop for something, but sometimes maybe it's better to pay more attention to the dollar you spend because part of it is I love the holidays and people think, oh, it's Christmas, it's the holidays, let's go buy this and that. So part of it is you don't want to be paying on it next year what you bought this year. But you still want to have a good time, and so sometimes it's...
I think actually that's what they said. The majority of the people, this morning I was listening to the financial people, the majority of the people that bought presents on their Christmas cards last year are still paying for them this year. Mm-hmm. And that's not what's supposed to happen. Because if you figure every person is supposed to do X amount of dollars, and they're still paying on it, which means they didn't go overboard, they're paying the minimum.
Right. So part of it, that is a personal decision, but besides, if you cut back too much, remember, this time of the year is really special. Well, adults like it and you like to have fun and you like to buy things for yourself, but especially for the kids.
Yeah, we did find some really good games today. We took advantage. Like I said, the one woman gave us a tip on where to find some Wii games.
This one's cool, a hunting one with two rifles.
Two rifles, which was where we went, none of the other places have two rifles. They've only got one rifle, which means
most of them didn't even have it.
Yeah, but if they did have the game, they only had one rifle in it. We got a double rifle pack, which means it's just. Little kid can sit there and play against himself with each hand. So
see, there's the sport of the shopping to try and get more value for the same price.
Yeah.
I know it's a crazy thing, but there's a lot more days coming up. But shop smartly, and also this year, because of everything that's happening this year, here's one thing I'll tell you is next year is going to be different.
Yeah.
Black Friday is not going to be the same. Cyber Monday is not going to be the same.
No, they think that they have just simply, like I said, one of the guy. I mean, I heard 2 major executives today said that this can't continue because they counted on Black Friday pushing them into the black, and they'd already knew the day by the time the stock market had closed that it hadn't worked. They went the opposite direction because the people were, as the one guy did say this morning. We gave out tickets for the hot items. They bought the hot items, left the store, and by 8 o'clock we had a graveyard. People, they didn't buy anything else but the ticket items. They bought them, left, and then the people that were coming in later didn't have those things to buy, and most of them were milling around trying to find deals.
Well, that's why I waited until later. I mean, one of the things that we saw with people is they either had nothing and they were just looking, or they had quite a few things.
And
so there was no in between.
And a lot of people were it looked like a lot of people were stocking up on household things this time too, rather than the past.
Well, you know, part of it is, okay, I have to tell you, like, these types of things, you don't need to know what they are. But these are basic, like, things that you use, and we just got them because we happen to be in the store and it's something that we needed, so you just buy it, right?
That's right.
Those were not... No, for example, if I was like in the hunt of Black Friday, where you're going from store to store to store, trying to get it before it's all gone, those I would never have bought because I wouldn't have been looking through the store. I would only look for the things that are on Black Friday sale, go to the next store, go to the next store, go to the next store, right? Until you go through everything.
That's how we got a label maker today.
Oh yeah, that's how that happened.
Because the label maker was an unbelievable great price.
Yeah. And part of it is I already have a label maker. This just happens to be newer. My other one's older.
And she has the label cartridges for the old label maker to fit the new one. So basically, we got the label maker for less than it cost for a price of a cartridge.
Yeah, so, you know, then we had 2 label makers.
So that's, but if we'd have went in looking for, like I said, our Black Friday stuff, we wouldn't have looked for that because we'd have split as soon as we'd have went from the same stores and went looking for the deals. Instead, we got things that she's wrapped up a lot of her Christmas giving right now. So
I won't tell them how much it's the other day.
No, I won't tell you what, but it's way underneath what you would, like they said, you got to spend for Christmas though. Some of the stuff.
Because here's part of it is what happens in those numbers. They count it as holiday shopping. They don't think about people that, like me. Okay, in this part, like. I wait till this time of the year when mice are cheap, so then I buy extra mice.
Because we burn out the mice on our computers, so we try to buy in bulk to replace, you know, because we lose pieces off them too, like the plug-in. So.
I buy SD cards.
Because now is the best time of the year to buy for the SD cards for the next year.
And if it's not SD card, it's compact flash or, you know, whatever.
Or the pro things, or the little micro cards. So
but there's certain times of the year, cell phones, it was a good... You know, one of the things I noticed is cell phones, they did have decent prices, but they aren't as good of prices as they have been in the past.
No. And there's another thing we were talking about, that the cell phones...
And the tablets are still coming out.
Yeah, the tablets are not in bulk like they were supposed to be. They're there, but they aren't there because we went into one store, they said they had them. We couldn't find any tablets. If they're not on display.
Well, actually, they didn't have the tablet we wanted, so we didn't bother looking.
Yeah, but I did look in the back area, and they said where they said the tablets were, there weren't any.
Oh, well, here's also a word on the tablets. If you're looking in the computer department, they're usually over by the mobile phone department.
Yeah.
So that's just a hint on that one. But you know what? There's a lot more shopping to come, and as we see trends and different things coming on, we will go ahead and share that with you. But you know, next year, don't count on it being the same, because next year I think it's going to be a whole new ball game. So for now, this is Not a Spring Chick. Come join us for more on all of our, well, besides holiday shopping tips, holiday programming, including, oh, yes. Should we tell them? Oh, besides the history of Christmas.
We're going to do the history of Christmas, and the war on Christmas will be coming up in the next week or so.
Yeah, we'll have some special holiday programming just for you. But meanwhile, thank you once again for over 40 million links on the internet, and stay tuned for our daily newscast.